The Hebrew children. There was a time when God's people were living in a strange land among people who weren't Hebrews. The land was called Babylon, and the king of Babylon was Nebuchadnezzar. There was a Hebrew in the land of Babylon named Daniel. He was a special man of God who served the king as a wise advisor, and was the only one in the land who could interpret the king's dreams. The king honored and respected Daniel. In fact, King Nebuchadnezzar loved him so much that he made a golden image of him and demanded that the entire kingdom bow down and worship it. He thought it would be a great honor for Daniel, but instead, it was a great mistake. Inside the kingdom of Babylon, there lived 3 faithful Hebrews named Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Like Daniel, they served the true and living God and knew they should not worship any idol, even if it was of a good friend and godly man like Daniel. Then the day came. The king ordered the music to be played, meaning that everyone was to fall down and worship the new golden image. The entire kingdom obeyed their king's command, except for the 3 faithful Hebrews. King Nebuchadnezzar had many loyal subjects who just loved to tattle on someone else to try to make themselves look better. It just so happened that some of these tattlers noticed the 3 Hebrews didn't bow to the idol, like everyone else did. Of course, they couldn't wait to tell the king what happened. Oh, king! You know how you told everyone that when they hear the music they were supposed to bow down to the golden idol you created? Yes, I remember that, replied the king. And you know how you said that anyone who didn't bow down will be thrown into the fiery furnace? Yes, I remember that too. Well, guess what, king? There were 3 Hebrews who didn't obey your orders. They were Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You have to kill them, king. You said that's what you would do. Everyone knows the king's word is the law, and they broke the law. Wait a minute. Are you telling me that those Hebrews disobeyed my direct order? Bring them to me now, the king commanded. King Nebuchadnezzar was really mad at the 3 brave Hebrews as they stood before him. Is this true that you didn't obey my order? Don't you know what the punishment is for not obeying me? He asked them. The brave Hebrews calmly replied, Our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. Now the king was furious. Heat the furnace 7 times hotter than ever before, and throw these Hebrews in. The fire raged as the king's mighty men approached the furnace with their calm prisoners. The fire was so hot that as the guards threw the Hebrews in, the fire killed the guards. Surely the Hebrews would die instantly, but that's not what happened. When the king looked down into the raging fire, his attitude quickly changed. He expected to see 3 dead Hebrews, but instead he saw 4 men walking around, and the 4th one looked like the Son of God. The amazed king ran to the entrance of the furnace and yelled to the Hebrews, Ye servants of the Most High God, come forth and come hither. The faithful Hebrews must have been smiling as they walked out of the deadly inferno. God had honored their faithfulness and protected them from certain death. Not only did God teach them that trusting in the Lord is the good and right way, but he also taught King Nebuchadnezzar a lesson too. From then on, the king knew that the Hebrew God was the one true God. You can read the story in the book of Daniel, chapter 3.